Welcome back, everybody. I'm your host, Sherman on Biz Talk with Sherman. Excited to have our next guest on, Your Tech, Your Biz, Roland Parker. Roland, welcome back to the show.
Hey, Sherman, great to be back.
Now, one of the segments we were talking about earlier was esports and how it's gaining a lot of traction and excitement. What are your tips in maybe helping people build a gaming PC?
Okay, well, one of the things that Impress specializes is custom-built machines. Now, we do gaming machines, but we also do AutoCAD machines and high-end machines for data mining or geophysical guys. So if we drill down on it, they all come back down to the same basic thing. What programs do you want to run? So if you're a gamer, you want to look at what games do I want to run, and then you start putting the pieces together that are going to make your ideal machine. But you want to start off with that starting point. What is my end result? I want to play this game. I want to run this program. And then you look at the recommended specs. Don't look at what the minimum is to run it, because it's never going to be satisfactory. What is my ideal recommended specs to run these games? Plus, I want to future-proof it. Can I upgrade that machine? So let's start breaking that down. The first thing you want to look at is the two main components. You want to look at your processor and your video card. Am I going to go Intel, i9, i7, i5? And you know, the 12th generation i5s have come such a long way that they're outperforming the 8th and 9th generation i7s. So the i5 used to be kind of like a mid-range, but the 12th generation really is doing a great job. If you're going to go AMD, you're going to be looking at the Ryzen or the Threadripper if you want to go really high-end. We're seeing the Threadripper mainly for high-end AutoCAD, 3D rendering, although some games have been looking at the Threadripper as well. Now you come down to your video card. Are you going to go with AMD, or you want to go with the RTX NVIDIA series? And you know, video card prices have just been all over the place over COVID. We saw huge shortages, prices going up, prices then tumbling back down, people using them for data mining and then reselling them. So the last thing you want to do is buy a used video card, because the chances are it's been in a mining rig, and that it may show the specs, it was good when it came out, but it's been totally destroyed. You're not going to get the performance out of it. So you want to know that you're getting a brand new card, brand new 3-year warranty with it. And then you start breaking it down. Okay, what motherboard is that going to fit into? Now, we'd normally sit down with you, select your processor, select your video card, and then we say, okay, this is the best motherboard for that. And when you're looking at motherboards, you want to look at how much memory can this motherboard go up to, because one of the easiest things to upgrade on your computer is your RAM or your memory. So you look at, well, can it go up to 128? Can it go to 256? So you may only start with 32 or 64, but you wouldn't want to buy a motherboard that can only hold 64, because you've got no future proofing. So there's a lot of different components that go into it, but those are the first two. Your processor, choose your video card, then you choose your motherboard, then you get your RAM, then you want to look at your power supply, and then you want to choose your case. And some people go, well, I really like these small cases, I can do a lot with it, but we get them come in, and we find that by the time they put the power supply in, the video card goes on top of it, and there's just no room to breathe. So you get a big RTX 3090 or 3080 Ti video card, and you cram it into a small case. That thing's going to heat up like a beast. You're going to have overheating, you're going to have performance issues. So kind of rule of thumb, even though you might like the smaller case, you really want to go with the bigger case with better airflow.
So a lot of times when you're building out this customized PC, it's important to have a look at these things and really talk it through to know what you're looking at. I know that even when it comes to like the mouse and the keyboard, that plays a role, right, in regards to looking at that.
It definitely is a big thing. You want to look at the look and feel, how's it going to perform, and you really want to go with a specific gaming mouse and a gaming keyboard. they're far different to a regular keyboard because of the impact and pressure that they're under.
Now, I got to imagine that this is a unique conversation, especially, obviously we talked about gaming, but I'm sure with some different businesses where they have a different use for a PC, these are conversations to be had in customization. If people have follow-up questions for you, Roland, and your team over that at Impress Computers, how can they get in touch with you guys?
So the best thing to do, you can give us a call at 281-647-9977. Now, slight difference, instead of the .tech, if you're looking for a custom built machine, that goes to our storefront, and that's at the impresscomputers.com. So IMPRESS computers.com, and that's going to take you to the place where you can build your custom machine, you can select your processor, your video card, and you can play around with that. But there's nothing beats coming into the store, sitting down with us and choosing out your different components, looking at the different cases, and then really finding what's going to be the best fit. Whether you're looking at data mining, you're looking at 3D rendering, you want to look at AutoCAD, or you want that high performance gaming machine.
Wonderful. Well, thanks, Roland, for coming on Your Biz, Your Tech, Roland Parker. We're going to really appreciate everybody that came on and shared their stories. If you'd like to be a guest, feel free to reach out, sherman.on@hgfin.net. This is Biz Talk with Sherman. I'm your host. Sherm's out.